Hey everybody, on this video what we have here is a Schlage kick cylinder, and I've got no key for it. Locksmith buddy of mine gave this to me to test a concept, kind of like reverse impressioning. I'm going to try to actually decode the lock using depth keys. So what I've got here are some Schlage depth keys that I've cut on the Blitz here. And we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an 8. And you'll say there's a 0 and a 9, and I'm aware of that. 9 shouldn't mark because nothing's longer, and if a one key doesn't mark, then it's either, it's a 1 or a 0 here. So no need for those two keys, because if a 1 doesn't mark, then a 0 is not going to either, because there's nothing, you know what I mean. So try this out here and see if it works. I've never heard of anybody doing it this way before, and my other two locksmith friends hadn't either. So basically we're going to start with the highest number, which is going to be an 8. And check out blank here, look for anything on it here. So basically just taking a look so I can notice if something changes here when it goes in the lock. Couple of wiggles here. Take a look at it. And I don't see any mark on that, so that would mean that there's no 9 cuts is what that would indicate. So now we're going to go to our 7. And I don't see anything that would mark on that, so we'll go to our 6 here. Not really sure on that one, but I don't think there's any marks, so we're not going to write anything down here. Now on our 5. And we have a definite mark on the 4 position, so that's going to indicate that number 4 is a 6 cut, so I'm going to write that down. Number 4 key here. Nice thing about using the Blitz to cut these keys instead of filing is it almost leaves a mirror finish. Okay, I definitely have a mark on number 1 and 4, which we would expect on 4. And then if this is a number 4 key, that would mean number 1 is a 5. So I believe I have numbers 1 and 4 decoded here. So I'm going to go to our number 3 depth key. Okay, and I have a definite mark on 4, definite mark on 1. Which we'd of course expect, but nothing on 2, 3, and 5, which is what we're looking for now. Now we'll go to number 2. And my lock's moving here. Recenter it, tighten the vise here. Put a leather strap around it, try not to crush it. Okay. And so, and 1 and 4, very obvious marks, which we would of course expect. Nothing really on 2 and 3. And it looks like 5 has a mark on it. Alright, so I'm going to write down 3 on cut 5. Take our number 1 depth key here. Okay, and I'm mainly looking for marks on 2 and 3 because those are the only ones I don't have anything on. And I don't really see one. Okay, so that means 2 and 3 could be a 1 and a 1 or 0, 0, 0, 1, something like that. Or I've screwed this whole thing up and it's a failure and nobody will ever see it. So what we're going to do, put a blank key into the blitz. Zoom out here. That's what I've got so far for my decoding here. I've got bullet 1, 4, and 5, I think, figured out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut those. I'm going to cut, and then I'm in the 2 and 3, which I'm not sure. I'm going to cut to zeros. Okay, so safety thing on here. All right, so number 1, we're going to cut to a 5. Two and 3, we're going to do zeros. Number 4. 6 and 5, we're going to do a 3. Which gives us kind of goofy looking key here. And go back over to our cylinder. So you can see a little, almost like, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not on the camera, but you get almost you can really see it, you get almost a mirrored finish. So okay, so what we would expect now is marks on 2 and 3 if we're on the right track here. Alright, I see a mark on number 3. Nothing on number 2. So 2 I think is going to be a 0, which is super unusual. So we'll load our key back in. And I'm going to cut number 3 to a 1. And that should be the right cut if I did this right. Sorry, we gotta go to number 3 dummy. So cut 3 to a 1. And so this actually, if I've done this correctly, should be a working key. Nope. Nope, there it goes. Not real smooth here, so something might be off, but you know, with a Schlage, you can be off on a couple of these if you're off on the high side and the lock will still open. That might have just been the vise here because it's working fine. So that would mean our key ended up being 50163. And what we've got there, which once again, it's unusual to see a 0 or a 1. We see it on the same key, but just trying to test the concept here. I think this would work, and it would be a little bit faster than hand filing at a door or walking back and forth to your machine. There it is, 3:52 in the AM. And I'm going to go ahead and get this posted, and that will do it for this one, and we will talk to everybody later.